A cold, frosty and icy start this morning, but warming up as we head through the weekend. I'll have all the details of that and more coming up on Good Morning Britain.
Obviously, the smoke generated massive risk in LA, aren't they?
Honestly, it is insane. The scenes there are crazy. But as you say, people wearing masks. We saw Noel yesterday. He was coughing and spluttering because he could barely. This is live data from the AQAir map here. These are the monitoring sites across the UK, yellow and green, and that's good to moderate air quality. But let's pass over to LA. This is what the map looks like. It is yellow, we have pinks, we have oranges, we have purples, dark purples. That is unhealthy to very unhealthy to hazardous. The UK's values are around about 70 or 80. The values here are up to 1,000 for some parts. They have the highest air pollution for some parts of these wildfires anywhere on the planet right now, which is why people's eyes and throats have been stinging. These wildfires have been driven by some. Is now officially the hottest year that Earth has ever recorded, primarily from human-caused climate change. It's simple. The red here above average higher temperatures driven by higher fossil fuel production. So these records don't fall lightly. Not just the hottest year globally. The first time we've reached 1.5 degrees, this value we want to stay below to avoid the very worst impacts of climate change. The hottest 10 years that Earth has ever recorded. And we've also seen record levels of greenhouse gases in our atmosphere. So, if you're thinking it hasn't been that bad in the UK, it actually has. The UK, we saw the 4th warmest year we've ever been recorded. We're just so used to these record temperatures now. But high temperatures like this right across the globe mean extreme weather events. There are too many for me to mention from last year. But here's a few. Don't already make you realise why we need to care. We are now on track for 3 degrees of warming. By the end of the century, these unimaginable scenes that we've been seeing across the globe, especially in LA right now, people thought it would never happen to their homes. It is. And with a warmer world, the question is, where next? For us in the UK, we're in the grips of cold, but some pretty dramatic changes through the next few days. We are waking up to a widespread blue, widespread frost first thing this morning. Some of the lowest temperatures we're seeing double-digit negatives across parts of the UK. The good news is, if you don't enjoy this cold weather, it is set to turn warmer as we head into the weekend. The southwesterly flow returns, bringing milder weather. Thankfully, it will be a slow thaw, so the snow that we have lying will slowly start to melt, so we're not expecting to see scenes of flooding from the snow melt this weekend. Today it's cold. It's still dry, bright and sunny. We still have some rain moving into the southwest, some showers for northern and eastern areas, so some weather warnings in force for snow and ice across these eastern and southwestern areas. But for many of us, we are warning free. It is crisp, cold sunshine that takes us through the day after that cold, icy start. We'll need to scrape those windscreens. Cloudy in the southwest with patchy rain, some snow across the moors. Elsewhere, it is fine and dry, but thankfully milder and largely dry this weekend. Good morning to you. It is a cold, frosty and icy start to the day for many of us this morning. You can see the widespread blue on the map, first thing showing how bitingly cold it is. But it is even colder than that for some of us. Temperatures widely into double digits across parts of northern England and Scotland over those snow-covered fields. And if you don't enjoy the cold, then I have some good news for you, because the winds turn southwesterly this weekend and it brings in milder air, which means we start to see temperatures rising and we start to see that snow melting. The great news is that the thaw will be slow, so we're not going to see rapid melt with widespread flooding. It should slowly start to seep away, and then we should see an improvement in those conditions. So for today, yes, it's bitingly cold, still dry for many of us, but we still have some rain in the southwest, snow across the hills, and some snow showers for these northern and eastern areas. And anywhere where we have wet weather, we have warnings for snow or ice first thing this morning. So you will need to scrape those windscreens with those sub-zero temperatures for everywhere away from the southwest of England and South Wales, where we have this cloud and rain. That actually then tends to ease as we head through the day. The showers for the north and east ease as well, and temperatures 1 to 2 degrees, but when you add in the wind chill, it will feel way below freezing. So let's look at this change in temperatures. So this is where our 7-day outlook is absolutely perfect for showing the trend in our weather as we head through the next 7 days. So for the north of the UK, first of all, this line is our temperatures where they should be for the time of year, average way below. But look how our temperatures climb back to where they should be, more comfortable as we start next week. Percentage chance of rainfall across the north of the UK, well, it is largely dry, so crisp winter sunshine continuing. The transition of rainfall on Monday is when things turn milder, but then even after that, it is looking largely dry. Fortunes further south for England and Wales as we head through the next 7 days. Again, we're looking at what our temperatures should be for the time of year. This white line is average, so we are still below average by day and by night with widespread frost for the next few nights. But then through the weekend, it warms up and we're back where we should be by Monday. And percentage chance of rainfall, you can see from the weather symbols, it is looking largely dry. So yes, the risk of some snow showers across the southwest first thing this morning, but then with high pressure close by and the southwesterly wind, the outlook turns dry for many of us and also much milder as well.